success, what I look at it is, it's not exactly the dollar wise. I can have fun what I do, and I love what I do, because it's the one that I see. I can see what I did in the daytime.
The Santi Folks production. Welcome to Finding America. I'm on a 13,000-mile road trip to meet Finnish Americans and figure out why they want to be here and learn about cultural differences. You'll meet exciting Finns and hear about their journeys in America. Our journey in New York is coming to an end. In this episode, we took an evening drive to New Jersey to meet a green card lottery winner and a hardworking business owner, Toni Heijari. I love the way Toni looks at life and explains his thoughts on success and tells a few stories on how he ended up in the US. I love how Toni just keeps it real. He built his own sauna in the backyard. He was super excited when I brought some of the sponsored drinks, long drinks. And, well, I love this episode. Enjoy.
To be a Finnish to me is like, I get that from my father, I think, is to work hard and be honest with everybody. Treat everybody like you want to be treated.
Oh, before we get on with the show, it would mean the world to me, and it would help me creating content like this in the future if you could subscribe, smash the like button, and maybe share this with a friend. See you next time. For someone who's never heard of you, how would you introduce yourself?
I'm from Finland. Came to this country 1997 first time. I came here first to put my fingerprints to the green card, as I won from the green card lottery that my mom had to put our names there for 7 years. How would somebody know me is that I work hard and I have fun hard. So everybody who comes to here usually to my sauna knows that I can party hard.
So you came to America and you got the green card. How did that, was that a hard process? What happens when you win the lottery?
When you win the lottery, they do all the background check. They check your police records. If you have some criminal acts or anything in your background, you would not get it. And then they have also the special doctor that checks you from the brain to your toes. The whole thing cost me 5,000 euros.
But then you have a green card, so...
Green card. I get the green card. That was good for 10 years and now I've been citizen since 2006.
Wow, congrats. How was your first years when you came to America? Was it easy or?
Not really.
Yeah.
It was tough.
What was that? Do you have any pet peeves?
No, beginning when I came here, working the minimum wage was... I'm working for $8.50 an hour and my car insurance is more than that, because I was a young man. Young driver, you have to make a lot of money to pay your car insurance.
Yeah.
First year when I get my car here, I paid $3,500 a year.
Yeah, I remember when I came, the worst thing was I wasn't able to rent a car because I was under 25 and I couldn't get a credit card because there was no bank records. You have to pay the bank
That's the one. I didn't have any. First time I wanted to buy a cell phone, I was like, they said you don't have any credit score. So then I gave them $400 for a year, paid the bill every month. They send me the money back after the 1 year. And I bought the car that time. By buying the car and taking the loan for it, I established my credit.
What do you think was the hardest thing moving here?
I would say the homesickness. First 3-4 months I was homesick.
How did you deal with that?
That time we didn't have cell phone, but we had the phone cards. I bought phone card and I called my parents and talked to them. And then I met one of my uncles lived here, been living here in the United States that time. Whole family basically didn't know too much about him. So they said, go find out what's going on with this man. I introduced myself to him while I was here, 1998. 1997 I came here. In end of 1998 I went back to Finland. I did to agriculture school. We have a farm in Finland that I was thinking to take over that time. Or one of these days, maybe I still take it over.
But you don't want to have a farm here?
Not really, no.
What makes you want to stay in America? You've been here for a while now, so there must be something.
Been here 21 years. And I've been here more than back in Finland.
What age were you
I
when
was
you came?
19 when I came here.
Wow, so you've actually been here longer.
Yeah.
So do you feel more American than Finnish?
Not really.
It's fascinating that. How far have you gone with your thoughts about going back to the farm life in Finland compared to being in Jersey?
No, I mean, it's the freedom here.
Yeah.
It's the freedom that I can do whatever I want to do here. If I want to take off, I take off and I go fishing for a day. If I want to spend time with my boys, I'm self-employed, I can take a day off.
Since you mentioned self-employment, what is your business that you work on?
I have a construction company. I have a painting company on my own, and then I have a company with my partner that we do construction.
Is it for personal homes or for commercial?
Personal homes, kitchens, bathrooms, basements.
As I've understood, that's been super high demand now for the past.
We've been steady busy, thank God.
It seems like this area is pretty good as well.
We met really good people over the years. 5 years ago, we met this lady that is a real estate investor. She worked in Wall Street as a project manager for years, and then she quit her job and started buying full-time investment properties. So right now she has like 15 properties.
And so she uses you mainly for...
Me and my partner do all her work.
On your free time you go fishing. You also built your own sauna.
I built my sauna. Everything around the house.
You never get bored because there's always something to fix.
And always the wife keeps busting my butt. Why that is not done yet?
Wow. Classic.
Yeah, it's the one that's like, you feel like a couch potato. You feel lazy when you come home from work.
How do you define success?
Success, what I look at it is, it's not exactly the dollar-wise. I can have fun what I do, and I love what I do, because it's the one that I see. I can see what I did in the daytime. By painting a room now, I can take pictures before, and then I can take pictures after. It makes my day.
And do you consider yourself lucky?
I do.
How do you think people get lucky? Is it you work hard and then luck comes, or how do you think people get lucky?
I'm not sure. I think I would say it comes with it. It's in your personality. I would say example is that if I take my 2 boys when I go do my estimate, 100% time of the time I get that job because I took them with. People see that, oh, this is a family man that he's providing. I feel that I'm lucky many ways.
Do you think there's a difference between how generally people see success in Finland versus United States? Because a lot of times the Finnish culture is very jealous. They could look at you like, oh, he's been here for 20 years. Well, I could do that too if only I got my ass off the couch.
I see that back in my town where I'm from. Every neighbor is looking at each other and this guy is doing this guy is doing that. When I'm been here, I don't look at I painted in that neighbor's house, I painted in that neighbor's house, I did the bathroom in that neighbor's house. I've been helping everybody out.
It seems like there's more of a community, a closer community in America than there is in Finland, because we have that individual, oh, I'm fine by myself, I don't need anything in Finland. And here it's like everybody always, they will accept everything. And if you're new, I think the wife comes with some bakeries or whatever and welcome to the neighborhood. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have the same in Finland. My town is pretty close. Mynämäki. It's in Turku. 45 minutes from Turku.
And when you came to America, you didn't know anybody?
My sister lived in the United States that time. I came here first with my other sister. Flew from Finland. We went to Brooklyn and then I'm like, it was too funny because I'm in my sister's apartment and I'm looking this old lady like in her 90s with big Cadillac parking the car, and she parks the car and she parallel parks the car. First she hits the other car moves behind her. And then she turns the wheels and hits the other car in front of her. I'm like, this is how really the stuff works in America. Then all the car alarms went on because she hit them. It was like, then people came out and like, what's going on?
What do you think makes Finnish people unique, if anything?
The honesty.
If we compare it with Nordic people, Swedish, Norwegian, do we think they're not as honest, or they have other traits? And for Finnish,
I think they have what a goodness in them.
and I've heard this many times, is when you do business with a Finnish person, they pay their bills on time, mostly. They're reliable. If we say we're going to do something, we'll say we do it.
The only word what you have.
One of my favorite things is that if something will be late, we will tell them early that here's what's going to happen. Because a lot of people wait until last minute. Then last minute they tell you, oh, sorry, I ran out of this paint and I can't paint the room. When you already knew it on Monday, but you tell them on Friday. So
No, that's not how it works. You know, I cannot sit still if I can have everything on time, on task.
And what does it mean to be Finnish to you?
To be a Finnish to me is like, I mean, I get that from my father, I think, is to work hard and be honest with everybody. Treat everybody like you want to be treated.
I also heard that you've been the pillar of the community now when all the saunas have been closed.
Oh, yeah.
You've been the neighborhood sauna, and that's also something that's pretty unique when everybody's afraid of everything, and you've been able to welcome people to sauna.
Every Saturday the sauna goes on, and I have this one friend of mine that lives not too far from here, that he comes, sometimes he comes twice a week. So usually comes Saturday nights, but sometimes even Thursday nights.
How do you keep Finnish traditions going in the family?
I mean, Saturdays I'm with my boys, and it's really hard because my wife is from Venezuela, so she don't talk Finnish, so she talks English and Spanish to my children, but it's Finnish tradition is really hard to keep by myself. By talking to them, they understand me, but they don't talk to me back yet. So one of my goals is to, when they're still growing now, that I would like to take time off from the summertime and bring them to Finland so they can be with the grandparents. So, and when the grandparents were here last time for 2 weeks, the oldest boy picked up Finland like this. He was talking to me in many words in Finnish after they left. When they went to the school, they asked all kinds of questions to them. What your parents talk to you? So they said Finnish, English and Spanish. Even school sent us a letter that talk only one language. I was a little against that. I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm gonna talk to whatever language I want to talk to my children. And they still smart children, and then they still young.
I think the younger they are, the more easier it is to learn. And then also I think the school got it completely wrong.
They did.
Because that's not...
That's not
I've
how
seen
it's
a lot of
supposed.
people who speak Swedish and Finnish at home, and they're perfectly fine.
Right.
I think I spoke Swedish in school and kindergarten, but Finnish at home.
Okay.
And no Swedish at home.
Right.
And I still speak both languages.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a very American way of
That's have
thinking.
to be American.
Yeah, because there's quadlingual, trilingual, bilingual Americans.
I know. And it's basically, if you go meet any American, they know only English.
That's it.
Zero other language.
Yeah, and
then they feel angry if you try to tell them something.
a lot of times for me, Finland pops up in popular culture. It's a movie or a TV show or something. Do you have any examples where you've been in the news or something where you noticed that, oh, Finland is mentioned, and you thought it was weird or funny?
Many times it's something like ice hockey or even the Lapland, the Santa Claus, because joulupukki is from Finland. Santa Claus has been many times in the TV I saw.
Do you have an American dream?
I do. Pay this house off and buy something, maybe from not this country, but maybe in Finland. It all depends. One of the things I would like to buy is lake house, so my boys have something that they can member for.
The classic mökki.
Mökki. Sauna, of course. Savusauna. Oh, that would be nice.
What do you feel about support networks? Support network in America versus support network in Finland. I love the community here. Everybody's super supportive, but I do sometimes think that the supporters in Finland, the original friends you have from that stayed along, they're very authentic. And you don't have to doubt that they actually are supporting. Do you have any thoughts on how supportive people are?
I'm been getting support in this country a lot. But I mean, I have good friends in Finland that I could call today and they would be here tomorrow.
And do you think those relationships were easier to build in Finland than out here?
I think so.
Do you have any idea why?
I mean, for me personally, I can share myself pretty easy. I'm a simple man. And most of my friends are simple men in Finland. So that's what I think. It's like, it's easy to share yourself in Finland. Here sometimes I feel like I feel a little edgy about because a lot of people talk stuff behind your back. So if I talk to Finnish man, I can trust that Finnish man. He's not gonna put it forward. Here I many times feel that if I share something to anybody, they talk to the next person immediately.
And how big of a role do you think that money has in staying in America versus Finland? Does it affect your decision to stay here?
Not really. My lucky number is number 7, and my sister came here many years ago and she did my cards and my number is 7, so she said, you go any country you can make money. That's not a problem for you. It's like water. You drink it and piss it out.
I love that. How do you think things are better here than Finland?
The life security is good.
What do you mean with that? Because when in Finland, if you lose your job, there is a social network.
There is always, but I don't have any backward network behind me. It's me working and my wife is with the children every day. So when I had the COVID, I was a little scared there for a moment because I was like, years ago I had savings and I lost the savings by doing some irresponsible things. I mean, not irresponsible things, but sort of listen to people when they were telling me something. And they made some mistakes and learned from it.
So that's a good kind of bridge to this question then, that how do you see failure?
Biggest fear is losing everything. And I don't see myself losing everything because I still have, even if I would lose everything, I can still make it back.
What are some practical things that I could do to be a successful entrepreneur like you?
Throw the balls in the field and go for it. Hard work. USA style would say fuck it, grab your balls and say fuck it.
When the going gets really hard and when you have heavy days and hard days, how do you mentally tell yourself to go forward? Do you have any tricks?
I go sauna and relax, and next day comes and grind again.
All right, Toni. Are you ready? We're gonna do word association.
We are ready. I'm ready. I am ready.
All right, first word, blue.
Sky.
White.
Finnish colors.
Sauna.
Terva. Tar.
Sisu.
Sisu, I would say the Finnish workmanship. Work hard, fight hard. Nobody's gonna beat you.
Black.
One of my best friends.
Green.
Money.
Coca-Cola.
One of the good beverages that you can put on rum.
The Matrix.
I heard that before.
Finland.
In my heart.
Love.
Love to my family.
And what would you have to say to the next generation of entrepreneurs?
Go get it, don't hold back.